Next tonight, you may remember that in Look Around last week, we had a series of special reports on how the rising cost of living was affecting communities across our region.
Yeah, so we all know, don't we, that the increasing food prices are also hitting people's pockets alongside soaring energy and fuel bills.
So, one of the ways of easing the pressure on low-income households is through schemes which take surplus food from supermarkets that would otherwise be thrown away. Iszatt has been to meet a family who say their local community larder in the Borders is now a lifeline.
Rising household bills has meant many are having to choose between basic necessities. Single mum Fiona has 3 mouths to feed. Although she's been cutting costs where she can, she's relying more often on the local food larder.
Well, at the start of the pandemic, I never used the larder at all. And I was getting to the point where I was struggling to put food on the table. It's affected me quite a bit with the petrol prices rising up, and of course electricity's now went up. I've actually cut down on my cost of electricity. I only just top up so much per week, so I have to use this a bit more frequently than what I used to.
Getting that extra bit of help can make a real difference, and it means you don't have to travel out of town to the shops.
And we usually walk up to here, don't we? With you in the buggy. I mean, I leave a donation every time that I'm here. You know, I only get so much per week, and it's still a great help for me to getting some extra bits, knowing there is going to be food in the cupboard for us, and especially for these, because they go through mountains. Hey.
The larder is open 3 days a week and run by volunteers. It gives everyone an opportunity to fill a bag with produce that would otherwise be discarded.
We get things that often supermarkets stop stocking. So maybe it's a certain type of beans or things with Christmas labels on and things like that. What would happen to it if we didn't take it? It would just go into landfill, so that's a waste. So we don't waste anything. And it could be, you know, dried stuff, tins, fresh stuff. So if we can free up some of the family's money, they can come here and get some goods, and they've got some pennies spare.
It's not just about food. There's a range of products available, and the volunteers are happy to take items from people too.
And if you want to donate a couple of bob, or you've got some things that you don't need anymore, you know, people are bringing, you know, nappies. My kids outgrown this size. You can bring the rest of the pack in and it can be used.
The larder is more than just a place to fill up a bag of food. It's a real community hub to get the locals talking.
Yes, we get to know people now more, you know, because this is a meeting hub as well. People like to come for a chat, and this is why we still operate the one in, one out system, so people can come in and chat to us if they need to about personal things, you know. 99% of the people that come in really appreciate it. You know, they've said how it's made a real difference to their lives.
The financial burden of choosing between eating and bills can be alleviated a little with larders such as this one, but it's the community spirit here that really lifts you up. Iszatt, ITV News, Chirnside.